everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. As you guys can tell by the title, we're going to be doing a Fenty video today. This is my first official talk through in my new studio, but I have a whole bunch of Fenty goodies to try out that I've pretty much already unboxed. I did a little video on Instagram, but now it is time to get into the products and have you guys know my thoughts on these products. I mostly have complexion products and lips, but I think it's good enough for now. I really want to get some eye products. I really want to get powder products as well, so that will all come eventually. So I did receive the starter pack in PR, and which is the skincare starter pack, and it comes with a little mini hydro visor. It comes with a fat water toner, and it also comes with the cleanser, and I have been loving those three products. The cleanser is in my shower. I use it every day. It really helps take every single stitch of makeup off, which is what I love. So yeah, also I'm having my morning coffee, and yes, I'm in my gown. It is cold, you guys, so we're just gonna we're just gonna deal. So most of the products, actually all of the products besides the foundation that I bought years ago and the highlighter that I bought years ago, I don't really have any pricings with regards to any of these, so you guys are gonna have to check the ARC store, because you can get it online at ARC store or Edgar's Beauty. So yeah, in store and online, I believe. And let's get into it, shall we? I'm first gonna start off by prepping my skin with the Fenty Skin Hydro Visor. What I really like about this is that it is refillable, so you keep this forever and ever, and you keep repurchasing the fill. And guys, this moisturizer is actually really good. I have been enjoying it, especially now that we're going into winter. It is such a good moisturizer, and I want you guys to see how you don't see any cast. So it's a hydrator, sunscreen, all that good stuff in one. Did I say hydrator? I meant moisturizer. And it's supposed to be like an invisible sunscreen. I mean, look at that. The Hydro Visor side and the non-Hydro Visor side. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. The fat water is also it feels amazing on the skin. And yeah, it's just a bomb diggity. Also, now that I live in a complex, I have neighbors next door and upstairs, so I don't know if you guys are going to be hearing them, but I can most definitely hear them, and sometimes it's distracting. So hopefully you guys can't hear them, because I have a microphone. Fingers crossed. Okay, first let's get into brows. I am a major creature of habit, so I'm just gonna go in and do my brows. I have a brow lamination on my eyebrows right now, which I've been enjoying. And I don't know if I would do this regularly though. I don't know, I like it when I do it once in a while, but I don't know if I would do it regularly. Does that make any sense? Oh my god. My hands are all moisturized now. I can't open. Okay, got it. So this is the Brow MVP Sculpting Brow Wax Pencil and Styler. So it's just like a brow wax. And I'm just going to apply that to my brows. Okay, so I just went ahead and filled my brows off of camera. I honestly don't mind this brow wax. I feel like if you just want to set your eyebrows into place and you don't want them to move, it does have a decent hold. If you want your eyebrows to stick to your face, this brow wax is probably not gonna do that. But I feel like it has a decent amount of hold regardless. It just, when you have stubborn hairs like I do, it's not gonna stick to your forehead the whole day. Obviously not. Okay, next I'm gonna go into my Fenty Pro Filter Foundation. This is in the shade 330. I also have the shade 370. So I'm going to actually be swatching these two shades. You can see this one's a bit more on the neutral side. This one's a bit more warmer, and as you guys can see, my complexion is very yellowy. And then I don't have a concealer. However, I have been using the shade 280 in the Pro Filter. I got this in PR once again. So I've been using this shade, and it seems to be working pretty well as a concealer shade, or highlight shade rather. So we're gonna do that. Let's try out these two shades. I think I could definitely get away with 270, but I don't know. They're very, very similar though. Just one's a bit more neutral and the other one's not really. So I have them swatched here. This is the shade 330. I don't want it to fall off the tile. This is the shade 370. I'm taking my foundation brush from Fenty. This is the 110 foundation brush. I know I have makeup on it. Don't mind me. So I'm just gonna add this to the side of the face. I kind of really like this brush. I feel like for this formula it works really, really well. Oh, I love the smell of this foundation. Okay, then I'm gonna take 370 on a different brush. Okay, so this is the shade 330, which is the shade that I am. There's a lot of other shades that you guys can try out. They have like 50 shades. There's 335, there's 360, 340. You just need to like see which one is gonna work for you, and bear in mind that this foundation does oxidize. So I would highly recommend that if you can, go in store, try it out, walk around before you actually purchase it, so you can see what the foundation is gonna look like in different lighting. We can see that 370 is just a bit too like reddish and a little bit too dark for me, and I feel like 330 just blends into my skin. So I'm just gonna go in with 330. It's a bit scary at first, but it oxidizes and then everything is fabulous in the world. And 330 is a smidge warm for my face right now, but it matches my body and everything. So also look at how beautiful this shade is. It's just cohesive, it's doing the things, it's blending, it's oxidized beautifully. So it's just like my perfect shade, and I really, really like it. Okay, so I will say with this foundation brush, it's quite dense, and obviously it's not flat top, it's like this kind of vibe, you know what I'm saying? I just need to pump out more of my 330 shade for my forehead. A little bit goes a long way with this foundation as well. Like, you don't need a lot. I did like probably 1.5 pumps now. I did like a half a pump now and 1 pump to just trial earlier on. And I feel like with this brush you could either swipe or like do patting motions. I feel like swiping works really decently. Like, it doesn't cause there to be any less coverage in that area. Does that make sense? It just works. Like, this is just like a foolproof brush if you're looking to get some of the brushes from Fenty. And I mean, look at that, full coverage, love it. I obviously am a little bit fussy, so I like to just go into this area because that's where I get a 5 o'clock shadow and just add a little bit more product. You could do patting motions or you could just swipe. I think swiping just works with this foundation. So I'm just going to do that. And if you're getting streakiness from obviously having too much of product on your brush, I use like the tip of the brush and I just use light pressure and just blend that. Okay, and that is the Fenty Pro Filter foundation. It blended really well, it oxidized really well, and as you guys know, I'm in the shade 330. Okay, so next we're gonna go in to concealer, and like I said, I am gonna be using another shade of Pro Filter just because I have it at my disposal. I'm going to use this for my concealer, and I am going to apply it the way Hector Espinal taught us at the little makeup class we had with him. I don't know if this is gonna like dry out though. So we learned quite a bit of tips and tricks from the global Fenty makeup artist, which is obviously Hector Espinal, and he taught us quite a few decent tips and tricks. And he was like, just let your concealer sit and do its thing, and then you blend out your concealer, you blend out your contour, and then you come back and blend your concealer into the skin. So I was like, okay, same concept really, because I actually prefer to do contour first before I blend in concealer, just because y'all know contour can get messy sometimes. So it's better to do your darker shades first and then go in with your lighter shades. So I'm gonna let this sit on my skin. Hopefully it doesn't dry out too crazy, but we can always troubleshoot it if need be, because this isn't the concealer formula, this is the foundation. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with my match stick. I have two shades. I have the shade Amber, which is number 1, and I have number 5, which is Espresso. Now Espresso is quite dark, and I can get away with using this shade, but I think I'm gonna mix a little bit of Amber with it, just so that it's not too bad. But I mean, these are super blendable, so I mean, you're really not gonna have an issue. I just have Amber here and I feel like I need to use it. So I really like the formula of these though, because my gosh, you guys, the formula, these are like cream to powder formulas and they are just impeccable. There's this really light one. I'm just gonna go over the Espresso shade to like mute it out a bit, because Espresso is super dark and Amber is like quite light. And then let's see if it works. I usually just use Espresso by itself and it blends pretty well, but we're trying new things today and I love how they just snap together. Love that. Oh my god, I kind of look like a clown. It's okay, it's okay. What's new? Just kidding. So I'm gonna use my usual cream contour brush to blend out my contour. Oh, actually, mixing those two together wasn't so bad. Everything just blends really well though. Oh, mixing those two together really wasn't bad at all. It gives it like extra dimension. So as you guys can see, I blended out the contour, and honestly you guys, it is so easy and it really doesn't disrupt the foundation underneath. Like, it is probably one of the best cream contour formulas I have ever tried, and the sticks are just so easy to work with. Like, there really isn't a learning curve with this product range, if that makes sense. So I just have a little bit of foundation on my makeup towel. I'm just picking up a little bit more and just kind of blending out the slightly dried foundation. But I mean, it's not bad. Maybe don't let the foundation sit on your skin because it will dry. But I really wanted to try that technique by Hector. So they do say that if you're looking to match your concealer shade in the full filter range with the concealer, then you could do a match to match. So say for example, I'm the shade 330, I could go in with 330 because they formulated it to be like your perfect concealer shade. So you could do a match to match, or you could do a little bit of a shade lighter. So yeah, I feel like that's really good because it takes the guesswork out of, oh my god, and this shade in the foundation, what shade am I in the concealer? So I really like that. I'm probably going to get 330 just to see the color, and then I'm probably going to get a shade lighter just for when I really want to be snatched. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the blush. So far we've done foundation, we've done cream contour, we've done highlight with another foundation, but nevertheless it's still looking amazing, it's still giving. So we're gonna do blush. Now I have two cream blushes. I'm trying to look for the other one. I have the shade Summertime Wine, and I also have Daiquiri Dip. So Daiquiri Dip is like an orangey one. I haven't used this one before on myself. And then we have Summertime Wine. Now I know these are tiny, these are teeny tiny ones, but a little goes a long way. Like a little goes a long way. You really don't need a lot. Like I've only used this like a few times, and like I haven't even like dipped into the pan. You don't need a lot, guys. You don't need a lot. I'm gonna try and use this one today. This is Daiquiri Dip, and gonna dip my cream blush brush in here. It is very pigmented. Like I told you guys, you don't need a lot, and it's also more like of a drier formula, so you don't really need to set it, and it does add like this luster to your face. I mean, I haven't put any powders on my face yet, but you guys can see how this just brings like that shimmer and luster back into, not shimmer, but like that skin like sheen back into the cheeks. I'm also going to do some under my nose because I like that. And even though like in the pan it looks very scary for my skin tone, once it's on the face it just looks beautiful. Like it just looks fabulous. I love it so much. So I'm obviously a creature of habit, and I'm going to be putting all my creams down first, and then I'm going to be going in with my powders. But what I really like about the Fenty range is that you can kind of mix the creams, the powders. Like you can put this blush over a powder and it's not going to break it up, it's not going to do anything funky. So I really like that you kind of can be very versatile with your makeup routine, and it doesn't have to be the old school all creams first and then powders, but I'm still old school, so I'm still gonna do it that way. I'm gonna go in with this Fenty Liquid Kilowatt Hustler Baby 2.0 Freestyle Liquid Highlighter. This is what it looks like. It's a beautiful like golden shade, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on the tops of my cheeks with my finger. And it just is so beautiful. You could probably put this on your body yaddy. I'm just gonna put this on the tops of my cheeks, and then I'm gonna put powders on the rest of my face. We just want that cheek to be extra gleaming and glistening, honey. Okay, so this is the face with all the cream products on. It looks amazing, but you guys know if I don't set my under eyes, I will be a creasy mess. So I'm just gonna set the areas that I really need. I don't have a Fenty powder yet, but I'm gonna get one soon. I'm just using one of my OG powders. I would say these products do have a decent amount of staying power. However, if you are going to be wearing a mask, just add a little layer of like a setting powder over, because you want to make sure that it's not going to budge. I like to bake because I have very oily skin, and my oils will peek through throughout the day. So it really all depends on your preference. I know a lot of people are going away from baking now. Unfortunately for me, baking is here to stay in my life because I need it to survive. My makeup needs it to survive. And makeup is a one size fits all. So it doesn't matter how you wear your makeup as long as you are happy with how it looks at the end of the day. So I'm not going to be setting the cheeks as I usually would. It's just my under eye areas that is my place of concern. So next we're going to go in with highlight. And you guys know my OG, the first highlight, kilowatt highlight in my collection was Trophy Wife. Yes ma'am, we love some Trophy Wife, but I am going to be using the shades Lightning Dust and Crystal Fire today, which is this shade right here. And I'm going to be using the 120 highlight brush, which is like the shark's tooth kind of vibe. So apparently like the muted one is supposed to be for day and the like more shimmery one is supposed to be for night. But I mean, we like to sparkle all day. So I'm just going to mix the two. Like the perfect brush for highlighting because it just hugs like the top of your cheekbone. Everything. And then like the tip is also really precise. You can go like straight down the nose, tip of the nose, cupid's bow, chin. So it's actually like a really bomb highlight brush because I mean it just hits all the areas of your face perfectly. So like I said, again, I don't have any products for the eyes yet, but another thing Hector taught us at the Fenty makeup class was that these products can be used all over the face. So I am going to be using the matchsticks for my eyes, and it's going to give me like this really nice smoky eye. Like, it's everything. Just look at that. It is just everything. So I love this. I feel like it doesn't need to be set, but my eyelids well, I have eyelids, you know, my eyelids get quite oily, so I will probably set them with a little bit of eyeshadow just so that they don't budge. But I mean, guys, like, these are multi-use products. You can use them in whichever ways you feel, and it really is the bomb diggity. Like, their formula is just so multi-use. It's just the bomb.com. Gonna put a little bit under my eyes. Now, remember, I've already set my under eyes with powder, and just look at how beautifully this cream to powder formula is blending underneath. It's not picking anything up, it's just simply blending on top. So guys, when I tell you that Fenty is most definitely worth the hype, I'm not kidding. Like, you guys can see it for yourselves. Like, I am not kidding. Fenty is really worth all the hype. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with a bronzer contour powder, and I'm just gonna like lightly set this into place just so that it doesn't crease, because my eyelids be like that. I really want to try the bronzer. Like, the bronzer is calling me. There's so many things I want to try, actually. So many, like, so I want to try the whole range, actually. That's what I want to do. I want to try the whole range. Okay, so I just went in with some winged liner. Next, we're going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara. This is in the shade Cause I'm Black. I love that. And this is like a flat to like wide mascara. Does that make sense? Flat to wide. And I feel like it's perfect because it can get like all your lashes. So I actually have a lash lift, so I can't really, you know, like tell you guys how it works in terms of like curling and like volume, but it definitely is lengthening, which I really like. And I feel like it gets all of your itty bitty teeny tiny weeny like lashes, and it coats all of your lashes effectively. I mean, like, look at my bottom lash on this side compared to this side. What a big difference. So yeah, I really like this mascara. I think it's quite decent. Also, what I like is that it has the perfect amount of product on the wand. So you know, usually when you first start using a mascara, it's just full of product, and then as you start using it, it gets better. But this from the get-go has the perfect amount of product on the wand. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. And I feel like when you layer it, it doesn't clump or like get spidery. So if you're not into the spidery lashes, this one's a good one. Alright, so let's go into lips. So I have a few lip options today, and I kind of want to go through all of them with you. Just so that we know what the vibes are, you know what I mean? So we first have the gloss bombs. This is in the shade Fenty Glow. This is the Universal Gloss Bomb. And then we have the Universal Lip Luminizer and Plumper. And this is the Gloss Bomb Heat. This is in Hot Cherry. So these are the two shades that I have. So yeah, I do want to swatch them for you guys. But before we do that, let's hop on to the iconic icon. I know I have two, don't judge me. One has my name engraved on it from the event, if you guys saw the vlog. So the shade that is in here is called Balling Babe. I'm just gonna swatch these shades for you, but I want to try out the red today because I've already done these other two shades. Okay, so I have the shades Balling Babe, which is this one right here, and Flaunty Auntie. So these are a matte formula, but it's like a comfort matte formula, and it is lovely. I love it so much. But I'm gonna try the MVP today, which is this red. And what's really amazing about this lipstick, once again, is that it is shaped to like Rihanna's Cupid's bow, because she has a very unique Cupid's bow, and it basically helps you just create that liner effect without having a liner. You know what I mean? So let's get into it, shall we? I still need to get used to it, but I mean, if you take your time, you'll definitely get it. I have not worn a red lip in a hot minute, but this one, Henny, is gorgeous. It's like the perfect red for my skin tone. So I obviously was rushing a little bit because I want to show you guys another lip, but this I actually really like. I really like it. You guys can see I achieved a crisp line, especially on my bottom lip. Top lip is questionable because I'm usually overdrawing. But let's get into the Gloss Bomb Heat. Okay, so I just went ahead and lined my lips with one of my lip liners, and now I'm gonna go ahead. Let me try and get some of that red lipstick off so you guys can see the color of this Gloss Bomb Heat. So it's like a light tint, but I mean, it is so pretty, and it has a plumping effect, which I love. Y'all know I love. So even though this one is like glittery, it doesn't look like that on the lips. So that is the Gloss Bomb Luminizer here, and then that is the Gloss Bomb Heat in Hot Cherry. Yes, Hot Cherry, it's the number one. So yeah, I really love it. I mean, it's giving, guys. It is giving. Okay everyone, so that is it for today's look. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will say, so far I really enjoyed all of these products. I feel like the gloss bombs are like my new favorite glosses. Like, I'm obsessed with them. The plumping effect of the Gloss Bomb Heat is just gorgeous. It does have like a slight tingle, slight uncomfortableness, but it's nothing like too crazy. I love the glow. I love the cream products. I didn't set my cheeks with any powder blush. This is just the blush on its own, and it's giving. This face is giving. I love it so much, you guys. And I love that these products are also multi-use products, so even if you're in a rush and you just carry like your regular face products and you forget your eyes, you can make it work. Oh, I forgot, I wanted to add a little bit of highlight to my inner tear ducts using this shade right here, which is called Crystal Fire. And just gonna put that on my inner tear ducts to just brighten up the eyes, and it just adds a bit of a zing to the look without being too crazy. But yeah, I really love these products so far, you guys, and I'm obsessed. Okay everyone, so yeah, that is it. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have tried any other Fenty products that I have not used in today's video, comment down below. Let me know, what shades are you loving, what shades are you enjoying. The standard lip paints, really want to get my hands on those, so let me know down below what colors or shades you think I should get. And yeah, you guys, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to slay all day every day with and without makeup, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange